everyone, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Wessli-Ann. If you're new here, I would love if you would subscribe down below and join the fam. So for today's video, I am doing something that is extremely highly requested. It is how I have been editing my Instagram photos lately. Now this video is actually like super nostalgic for me because I have not filmed an Instagram editing video since I uploaded my first ever YouTube video. So my first video was actually all about how I edited my Instagram at the time. Hello guys and welcome to my channel. So today this video is going to be all about how I edit my Instagram pictures, my Instagram feed, yada yada yada. I'm sure all of you guys are familiar with Lightroom, know what it is at least, and it was during the time when like presets were such a big deal and everyone was like buying presets, selling presets. So I actually did make a few of my own presets and sell them, and they actually did really well. A lot of people bought them. It was really cool, but I kind of decided to stray away from Lightroom after a while. I just got kind of bored with how like edited every photo looked, so I wanted to switch it back to editing a little bit more neutral colors and stuff, not so much like really bright pops of color and stuff. I am all about like a really super neutral aesthetic. I pull a lot of inspiration from different people's Instagrams, and I will leave all of their Instagrams linked down below just because I really love their style of editing, and I just get a lot of inspiration from how they edit their feed and their story photos and everything. So I'll leave their Instagrams down below if you guys are looking for more like inspiration on how to change up your editing style. So all that being said, I'm going to screen record, show you guys exactly how I have been editing my photos lately. So if you're interested in seeing that, then just keep on watching. Okay, so I'm gonna pick a photo that I want to edit. So I just took a bunch of these the other day with some pampas grass like near the VSCO store, and I always favorite my photos. Like when I take a bunch of photos, I feel like it can be overwhelming to decide like which one I want to edit, so I always go through and favorite all of them, and then I will go into the VSCO app and import the photo that I want to edit. You can literally just go to your favorites album, look for the photo that you favorited, and import it right into the app. So that's what I do there, and then I'll click on the photo and go to the little sliding bar icon at the bottom, which is where all my filters are, and the filter I use on all my pictures is A4. So I'll go ahead and click that, and then this is where I go in to edit it a little bit more in depth. So this picture is a little dark, so I'm gonna brighten it up a teeny bit. I'm probably going to sharpen it a little just because I think that makes it look a little bit more high quality. Sometimes I mess around with the shadows, like there's a little bit of a shadow on my face, so I like to take that off. And then pretty much that's all I do as far as editing in the VSCO app. Sometimes I will add some grain to a photo, so like this one I probably wouldn't add grain to, but sometimes I think pictures look a little bit more aesthetically pleasing if they have some texture to them, so I will add grain every now and then. But this one is gonna be good for me as far as VSCO goes. So I will then save that photo, and I will sometimes just post it like that if I think it looks really good from the VSCO app. But a lot of times I like to adjust a little bit more, so I will import the photo into Lightroom. And so I import it into Lightroom, and I don't really do much to the photo. I sometimes will go to color, mix, and then the orange tab and pull the luminance down a little bit because I like my skin to look tan. So that's how you get your skin to look a little more tan than if you just leave it normal. It looks a lot more tan if you bring the luminance down. Sometimes I will up the saturation if I feel like I want it to be just a little bit more warm. I will also go into temperature and add a little warmth to the photo as well, but just like slightly. I don't do anything crazy. And then yeah, that's like pretty much all I do. Sometimes I will go to light and mess around with the whites and blacks like option on there. Sometimes I want to make the whites a little brighter. It just depends, but for me I think this photo looks really good, and I'm going to export it to my camera roll. So that is literally all I do to edit my photos. I'm gonna edit one more for you guys so that you can see kind of how I would edit a photo that's not like of me. So I took this photo the other day of my breakfast, so I'm gonna show you guys how I edit this one. What are you doing back there? You want to get on the bed? Go ahead. Go ahead. Go. Go boy. I will go into VSCO again and really edit this one down. So I just put A4 on there, and I will just adjust the exposure a little bit. Sometimes I'll edit the shadows for this one, but I kind of think it looks good like that. And then this one specifically is one of the ones that I would add grain to, just because I think it looks so much better that way than just a clear photo. Sometimes too, like if your photos have some imperfections in them and they just don't look like as crisp as you would like, if that makes sense, like they're a little blurry or something, but you really like the photo, you can add grain over it and it looks like it was kind of meant to be that way. So that's a little trick I have for you, just adding the grain in there. I think it, I don't know, it just makes a photo look a lot better sometimes. So for that one, that's literally all I'm gonna do to it in the VSCO app. Sometimes I will also go into, I'll just use this photo as an example, but I will go in the Photos app and hit edit, and I will honestly play around with the exposure and all the little options that are in the photo app. So like this brilliance thing, I really like to play around with that. Highlights, shadows, contrast, literally there's so many options that you can play around with, just adjusting lighting and things like that just in the Photos app as well. So if you have just a raw image, like you took it and it's just like the shadows are off or it's a little bright, definitely try and play around with it in just the normal Photos app, because really some of those settings can make the biggest difference. But yeah, so that's how I do that. That's pretty much all I do as far as editing my photos lately. Really simple. Like I said, I like to keep them really raw and authentic and just like neutral, and yeah, that's just like the look I've been going for lately. But I do want to show you guys too how I make sure that every picture I post goes with my theme. So I wouldn't say I'm like really strict on themes. Like some people only take pictures in front of like something white, or they only like have certain colors in their photos. Like they're really strict about how their theme is cohesive and stuff. I just, like I said, I try and keep like it really neutral. I try and take pictures of really neutral things, but I'm not like super like strict about it. As long as I edit my photos the same way, I feel like they all kind of like go together. So yeah, but the way I plan my feed is I use the app on I'm sure you guys have also heard about this one. This is the one I also use for work. So we have 2 Vestig accounts on the Instagram that I post for, and we also use to plan those feeds. Yeah, so this is basically my so it updates with your Instagram feed. So it'll update every time you post like an actual Instagram post. It'll like show up on your So I just imported the last photo that we just edited. I probably wouldn't post that photo on my feed, but I would post it on my stories. I actually did post it on my stories, but okay, I'm just gonna try and talk loud. Hopefully you guys don't hear that leaf blower in the background, but I just uploaded that photo to and I have another photo just kind of sitting in like my dock is what I call it, of like deciding where I want to post it. So eventually I will post that photo, but I don't really want it right next to the other photos I just posted. So a good way to play around with that is like just moving and importing other photos and seeing where I like it. So for this, I would probably post that food photo before I posted the mirror selfie, just because I just posted a mirror selfie. So yeah, it's just a really good app to play around with things, see how things will look on your Instagram before you upload them. I know countless times I'll upload a photo and then I look at my feed and it just looks really weird, and then I'll literally delete the photo and I'll be like, I'll post it later because I don't like how it looks. Yeah, I just really love that app to plan things out. You can also schedule posts through that. I don't ever feel the need to like schedule when I'm posting, because I typically can just like post a photo right like when I want to post it. But if you're really trying to like grow your Instagram and like you need to schedule posts or whatever, definitely do that. And you can do it through that app. There's a ton of other Instagram apps that allow you to schedule posts as well. So check those out. I don't know of many, but if you do and you want to share them in the comments with people, definitely do. I'm also still in the process of trying to grow my Instagram, as I know many of you guys are. So if you have any tips or advice, leave them in the comments. I'd love to start a conversation there. And yeah, this channel is supposed to be like a little community for you guys. So always feel free to chat with each other in the comments of videos. I always try and respond to your comments as best I can and interact with you guys. So yeah, but all that being said, I really hope that was a helpful video. I know it was like really simple and quick because I really just don't edit that much on my photos anymore, but I hope it at least gave you an idea of what I do to achieve the look that is my Instagram right now. So yeah, that is going to be it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you have any more video requests, they can be about Instagram, YouTube. I have like literally a running list of ideas of videos I'm going to be posting, and I'm super excited about so many of them. So if you're not subscribed already, definitely subscribe, and if you have any of those video requests, leave them down below because I always want to hear what you guys want to see. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.